Hi guys, welcome to The Dish. Ellis here. Today I'll be showing you how to cook a steak. There's multiple ways to cook steaks. You can do it on the grill, you can do it in a cast iron skillet, stainless steel in a frying pan, you can do reverse sears in the oven. I've even seen this new trend on TikTok where they are air frying steaks. I don't believe that's a proper way to cook a steak, so I'll be using my good old trusty cast iron, and that's the only way I normally cook steaks if I'm not cooking on a grill. We will also be doing roasted potatoes as the side. I'll be doing medium rare just because that's how I prefer my steaks. Anything above medium to me ruins the steak. But all you'll need for this dish is going to be 3 russet potatoes, some salt, pepper, garlic. You're going to do 3 cloves of garlic. This is going to be when we baste the steak in butter, and then Kinder's all-purpose seasoning, just because I love Kinder's. But let's get to cooking, and I'll show you how to sear a steak. Now this is something else you want to do with your steaks. You always, when you're cooking a steak, you want your steak to be at room temp. But another thing you want to start doing is, while it's getting to room temp, you want to sprinkle a little bit of salt on both sides. This will help start a process called osmosis, where essentially the salt is drawing the moisture that's out of the steak, and you're going to see like this little thin layer of moisture. And then it's going to slowly also, as the steak is kind of dry in the middle, it's going to reabsorb whatever moisture was inside of it. And this is going to make a more flavorful, juicy, and tender steak. So I would suggest trying this out and doing it. Right before I put it on the cast iron, I'll add some pepper and stuff to it. But the first essential step is to salt it and just let it sit before you start cooking.
Boil your cubed russet potatoes for at least 5 minutes. Afterwards, put them on a baking pan. We're going to spray them with some olive oil, put some of that Kinder's all-purpose seasoning on it, and some garlic powder as well. These are going to roast at 400 degrees for about 30 minutes. Go ahead and take your cast iron or stainless steel, put it on a medium to high heat to go ahead and get that metal nice and hot for the first initial sear. We're going to sear that side down first, just to get a nice golden crust on the side. Now we're going to cook the steak on each side from 1.5 minutes to roughly 2 minutes. Here you're going to see me putting down a press. This is just to get more surface area on the skillet to get a better crust. After we're done searing both sides of the steak, we're going to take it out and set it aside to rest for at least 5 minutes. Then put butter, 3 cloves of garlic smashed into the cast iron. Make sure you turn this down on a low heat, that way you don't burn the butter. We'll be using this to baste our steak. All you're going to do to baste the steak is put it in, tilt the pan down at a slightly 45-degree angle, take a spoon, and just baste the steak at least 2 minutes each side. I will admit, I cooked this a little bit too long, where it wasn't a perfect medium rare. It was more borderline medium. But anyways, after you baste your steak, let it rest for at least another 2 minutes, cut, and enjoy. I hope now you know how to make a good steak and roasted potato meal.